안녕하세요, 림페시 싱가포르 남자입니다. 안녕하세요, 여러분들. So I've been talking about spirituality a lot on my channel and even on my live stream. So a lot of people actually are kind of puzzled, like, what is spirituality? A lot of I got the question a lot, right? And never been able to produce a really good answer or an answer that is easily understandable and relatable by modern people who do have no idea. See, when people ask you ask me what is spirituality, and then when I start to describe my actual experiences, you will either sound, number one, ridiculous, or two, inapplicable to daily everyday life. So it's very hard to understand if you try to talk about it in essence what it is. So some people say spirituality is religion or what. No, none of these things. Right now, at last, okay, during my live stream, I actually tapped into the best answer, tapped into my insights and I got this best answer. So I hope this answer allows you to understand what spirituality is. Okay, now spirituality is this. You know the science, okay, or the hypothesis in the scientific community that says that human beings are only using like maybe 3% of your cerebral capacity only. So we have like 97% of your brains which is dormant or untapped. Some psychologists call it the subconscious mind or the subconscious mind. Okay, so you're using only 3% to produce the miracle that you see everywhere around you. Okay, so what is spirituality? Spirituality is simply this. Every time you learn to use more and more of your cerebral capacity, you're tapping into 10%, 20%, 30%. Each of these moments are called spiritual awakening moments, and they unlock certain abilities in you. You suddenly manifest abilities that used to be like fairy tales. That's why enlightened people and awakened people don't show, don't tell. Why? Because it's just ridiculous to say those things that you manifest, you know. And then eventually, when you manage to use 100% of your cerebral capacity or your 100% of your mind, you become what is called enlightened, which is Buddha. You become Buddha. Okay, in the Buddhist tradition, you become Buddha. In other tradition, you become God himself. Okay, so one very interesting way to see to visualize this is the movie called Lucy, Lucy. It's quite an old movie but very famous movie, where this lady, as she increases and taps into more and more of her cerebral capacity, she begin to be able to do more and more fantastic things. And in the end, when she hit 100%, she became God. Okay, so that movie is called Lucy. So it's a fantasy movie, and it's an action movie, but to me it kind of gives an idea. It's not the reality still, it's still just an idea of what you're doing in spirituality. In essence, there's no such thing as doing spirituality or doing something that is spirituality. No, spirituality basically refers to the entire set of practice, from religion to yoga to qigong to reiki to martial, everything human beings came up with in order to tap into deeper and deeper levels of your mind, in order to use more and more of your cerebral capacity. That's a spiritual practice. And this is what, in essence, what spirituality means: to unlock more and more of your mind and getting deeper and deeper and closer to the ultimate truth, which will be revealed only when you manage to use 100% of your cerebral capacity. Okay, what do you guys think? Is this a good explanation? To me, like, I really love this explanation. At last, I come up with something that can explain what spirituality means and what spirituality achieves, and what is awakening and what is enlightenment within one simple framework that modern people can understand. What do you guys think? Let me know in the comments below. Right? 안녕.